But yeah, I think little bro just little bro really don't want to get in there. Like no funny. I'm not even playing, bro. Like no funny. I really think he don't want to get in there. That shit really throwing me off. Who fucking knows, bro? Who fucking knows? The nigga just gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Until further notice, we still got hope.
Davis, he got arrested. I mean, any thoughts on that one?
He did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
Hey, look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Just get your, that's it, basically. Get your shit. You don't hit women, man.
A possibility. But yeah, I think little bro really don't want to get in it. Like no funny. I'm not even playing, bro. Like no funny. I really think he don't want to get in there. That __ really throwing me off. Who __ knows, bro? Who __ knows? Hey __ just going to be, you know what I'm saying? Until further notice, we still got hope. Tank Davis, he got arrested. I mean, any thoughts on that one? You did, huh? Again? Yeah. Hey, look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter. A great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Yeah. Just get your that's it. Basically, __ you don't hit women, man. Gervonta Davis is stepping out of his rematch with Roach. And now the entire buildup has started to unravel. With every passing hour, the rematch between Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. looks less like a title bout and more like a ghost match that never wanted to materialize in the first place. Roach, who had kept his hopes up through weeks of vague silence and mounting red flags, has finally admitted what many already suspected. Davis doesn't seem interested anymore. Davis is obviously not going to happen. The date has been constantly pushed back. I want to say they were supposed to fight sometime in June, July, something like that. Then he got pushed all the way to August. And now it looks like it's probably not going to happen this year, with Gervonta, being, in and out of jail due to alleged domestic abuse against his girlfriend. It sucks, man. It sucks because, when you get associated with, domestic abuse, unfortunately, as a man, you're going to have to live with things started snowballing when Davis got arrested in Miami on a misdemeanor battery charge incident. He was released the next day after posting bail, but even that didn't do much to settle the dust. The moment Davis found himself entangled in legal trouble, Roach's vision of the rematch shifted. Where he was once hopeful and trusting that contracts would be signed and obligations fulfilled, he quickly became vocal about the stalling. And when Roach talks about this situation now, it's not with annoyance, it's with exhaustion. Roach went live on Thursday and didn't hold anything back. His words expressed a picture of a fighter who's been strung along and kept in the dark for too long. I just think this dude doesn't want to fight, he said. And that line alone hit harder than any press conference jab. It wasn't just a throwaway comment. It was a deep observation from someone who has put months of preparation and focus into this one opportunity. He's not even concerned about the outcome anymore. He just wants the fight to happen so he can prove what he believes he's capable of again. And he keeps saying he doesn't love boxing no more. And he don't want to be involved anymore. Roach might just have his number that familiarity that they have from being in the amateurs in the DMV area. It might just be the determining factor, one of the determining factors along with his great in-the-pocket skills that he's displayed throughout the duration of his career and in their first fight as to why Tank can't beat him. So if Lamar Roach beats, but that fight is no longer guaranteed. Davis has yet to sign the contract, and the window to do so is closing fast. Roach was clear about that too. He still didn't get past that. He said, referencing the unreturned bout agreement, "That stuff getting me mad. And anyone watching could feel it. Roach isn't just upset that the fight may not happen. He's crushed because he did everything on his end. Stayed in shape, made himself available, played the political game, and still got nothing in return. Gervonta Tank Davis, his fight has been pushed out against Lamont Roach is possibly canceled due to what's going on with Gervonta Davis outside the ring and all that stuff. My take is that the fight has been rescheduled from my understanding Gervonta didn't even sign the contract for it. So the fight was never really confirmed in the first place. Should Lamont Roach move on? In his stream, Roach even called it what it is. He believes Davis is afraid to face him again. He didn't sugarcoat it. Lil really don't want to get in there. He said, not with ego, but with disbelief. To him, this isn't about negotiations anymore. It's about a champion not wanting to take the risk. That possibility has been floating around for a while, especially after the way their first encounter ended, but now it's out in the open and being spoken aloud by the man who was promised another shot. Tank Davis, somebody you've had some interaction with on social. What do you make of, maybe the lack of discipline or arrest? Lack of discipline. Lack of discipline. Is that what you want to put it down to? It's more than lack of discipline. It's vile. So, I don't condone that at all in this slight. So, it's not going to have to do with lack of discipline. It's got everything to do with moral compass. And for me, that's just yeah. The tension is made worse by the silence from Davis's camp. No updates, no explanations, no clarifications. Just radio silence as Roach keeps training and waiting and hoping. And when you put all of it together, the arrest, the unsigned contract, the lack of communication, it stops feeling like a delay and starts feeling like a deliberate freeze-out. Roach, trying to maintain his composure, still showed flashes of emotion that made it obvious how deep this goes. "I was looking sharp this morning," he said during the stream. "Sharp as a Ginsu." And just like that, all that sharpness feels wasted if Davis doesn't show up. The hardest part is knowing he kept his side of the deal. He stayed ready. He didn't pull out. He didn't disappear. And yet here he is left talking to fans through a live stream trying to explain a fight that was never formally signed in the first place. How you think of coming up with "I hope he don't fight Lamar actually." Like I hope he don't get in a ring with him again, because at the end of the day, if he loses it's just going to look bad on the fight with me. So going to look like somebody else already did it. "I don't you want to knock you out y'all?" I know. I heard him say like, "Yo, want to fight Tank and that's nice. But why do you want Tank to knock you out so bad?" Like, that sound good. That sound real good. But she's too little. I promise you, he's too little. Not long after Roach's live stream, boxing insider Rick Glazer poured gasoline on the situation with a short but powerful update on his X account. He confirmed what many feared. The August 16th date is officially dead. He didn't speculate or tiptoe around it. The Tank Davis Lamont Roach PBC card won't happen August 16th. He said that line alone shifted the conversation from will it happen to will it ever happen. And then, he confirmed what Roach had already said. Tank never actually signed a bout contract to rematch Roach. That statement alone clarified why things have stalled so badly. You can't have a fight without signatures. And Tank Davis never picked up the pen. Yeah. Man, I just want to say to let the people know that this judge is crazy, bro. The judge is she locked me up because I bought a property. I did everything in my power to listen to my lawyers. You have 60 seconds remaining. The home potential excuse me. I listened to everybody to the key. She's mad that I bought a property. That's why I'm sitting in jail. She said that. Glazer also added something else. Something Roach had been hinting at for weeks. Davis doesn't want the rematch. I'm told Tank doesn't want to fight the very tough Roach again, Glazer wrote. And that sentence may be more telling than any press release. It explains everything. The delay, the silence, the lack of urgency. It pulls back the curtain and exposes what Roach had already started to realize. Davis isn't being indecisive. He's being evasive. If Davis had any intention of making this fight happen, it would have already been locked in. There's no reason for a champion of his level with his resources, with a fully set August card, to hesitate unless there's something he wants to avoid. And from Roach's perspective, it's obvious what that is. Davis doesn't want to face the same challenge again. Maybe it's strategic, maybe it's personal, but the rematch no longer looks like part of his plan. I only know how to start this, cause y'all going to be mad as, I ain't going to lie, bro. I just think this, don't want to fight. I'm put blank and simple like that. Remember when I told y'all when I tweeted the whole, he ain't hold up his end of the you know what? He still ain't get past that. So that, like that, getting me mad, bro. I'm not going to lie. It's especially frustrating for Roach, who doesn't have the same safety net. Davis can walk away and still get other fights, other opponents, other bags. Roach doesn't have that luxury. This rematch was his shot. It was the opportunity he trained for, sacrificed for, and emotionally committed to. And now that it's hanging by a thread, he's the one left scrambling to adjust. For now, there's no official word from the promoters on whether a new date will be set or if the rematch is completely off the table. But with the original fight less than a month away, and with Davis still uncommitted, the writing is starting to appear clearly on the wall. Even if something last minute happens and Davis chooses to fight after all, the damage has already been done. I think at this point in time, Lamont Roach needs to make a business decision ASAP. You can either wait around and let Tank Davis stall,